Hello, everyone. This is Linda Drummond with Network in Action, and today I am speaking with Jess Leary. Hi, Jess. How are you?
I'm good, Linda. How are you?
Fantastic. So, Jess, let's tell these people, where do you work? What do you do?
Absolutely. So, I am the marketing and communications manager at Harbor House of Central Florida. Harbor House of Central Florida is Orange County's only state certified domestic violence service provider. So, at Harbor House, all services are free and confidential, and they are for anyone whose life is impacted by domestic abuse. That could be survivors, including women, men, children, and pets. It could be friends and family. It could be businesses and the workforce, and just people in our community who are interested in helping survivors as well.
Great. So, how did you get into nonprofit work?
Absolutely. So, about 7 years ago, I was receiving my bachelor's in psychology, and I was working with a nonprofit for human trafficking. So, I would actually go out in the field and rescue survivors of human trafficking. Then, a few years later, I moved to Florida. I got my master's degree in marketing and in project management. I was in my career and I just wasn't feeling very fulfilled in my industry. And I basically just reevaluated everything and I looked at my passions, my strengths, and I realized that I definitely want to be in an industry where I'm making an impact on people's lives. And so I found Harbor House, Central Florida, and since then I have worked directly with survivors. And then now I am on the business side, assisting survivors of domestic abuse by providing marketing and communications to support the organization, to help raise money to fund all of our amazing services for survivors as well.
Wow. So, I know that you've got a passion for this. Do you have a success story you could share for with us?
Yeah, I do absolutely. So I we do see success every day in our agency, and I do want to highlight that in 2022 to 2023 for that fiscal year, we actually serviced over 93,000 services to survivors in need. And with every success story, every survivor has a different experience with domestic violence. So success may look different to everyone. Success in our industry, it could be a survivor who has been in a financially abusive relationship and has never had the autonomy to have control over their own finances. And they start working with us and they get a job and they're able to purchase their first $200 worth and they purchase a plane ticket or a bus ticket to go move with family. That could be success to them. Um, Basically what we do is we try to help people who have never had the opportunity because of their abuse change their life. And so a story that comes to mind with me, and the name I am going to use is changed for confidentiality. We had a survivor who had to flee her household in the midst of a brutal attack by their partner. And they actually fled outside with their children. They were hiding in some bushes. A neighbor saw the situation and was able to bring them inside to safety. Once they were inside, they together, as a support system, contacted law enforcement. And we actually have a really great partnership with law enforcement. Whenever there is a domestic violence call, law enforcement calls us and connects us with the survivor. So that is how we were connected with this specific survivor. And the survivor was able to come into our emergency shelter. They had been in an abusive situation for many, many years. And this is their first night where they had felt peace and quiet and safety, that they literally sobbing in tears. And the next morning they woke up and they felt like this is the survivor get her children into our free childcare, and find a job. And we assist with start to finish everything. So we were actually able to provide a referral to help the survivor get her Florida license and ID, social security card, and birth certificate back that was destroyed by the abuser. So we provided that referral. And then once she had that information, she worked with our economic and justice coordinator to find a job that matched her qualifications. We also provided a referral to help the survivor get professional clothing for her interview. and then we provided the transportation to and from the interview. And also, once she was hired, we continued providing transportation to and from work. She was able to save over $30,000 in our emergency shelter. So she was able to get her own place. She was able to keep her job, and she actually started nursing school and finished nursing school. So all because of that leap of faith and community support and our connection with law enforcement, we were able to completely, with her help and her willingness, empower her and change and transform her entire life.
Wow. What a great story. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yes. So, speaking of people that you're able to help, what would you consider good referrals for you?
Absolutely. So we can talk about this from a survivor perspective and from a business perspective. From For a survivor, if you are in need of direct services for yourself or maybe someone you know is being abused, we always encourage calling us first. We are the trained professionals for Orange County. Again, all services are free and confidential. And to start services with Harbor House, you would call our 24/7 confidential hotline. That is 407 886 2856. And then the second referral that I would like to provide for survivors and just people in our community who might be in need of any type of service. That doesn't have to be domestic violence awareness and services for domestic violence. It could be homelessness, food scarcity, transportation assistance, etc. You can call 211 and they can help you out. And then on the business side, um, here at Harbor House, we actually like to keep a lot of the things we do confidential for everyone's safety. So if you are interested in a private referral from us regarding how we might be able to help you or how you might be able to help us, please contact me at 614-323-4179 and we can point you in the right direction.
Great. Well, Jess, I know you've given phone numbers and that anyway, but would you kind of wrap it up with telling me the best way for people to reach out to you?
Absolutely. So we are very, very busy at Harbor House. A lot of the things that I'm doing are to benefit our survivors. So the best method of communication for me would be email first. And my email is going to be J Leary, so JLEARY at harborhousefl.com.
Great. Jess, it has been such a pleasure speaking with you and learning all about Harbor House. I wish you the best of luck and welcome to Network in Action.
Thank you, Linda. I'm excited.
Good. You have a fantastic day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Uh huh.